Hi everyone, my name is Kelly Alvarez, and I'm delighted to be here today to present the findings of our systematic literature review on therapist self-disclosure of sexuality and its influence on therapy outcomes. As a second-year counselling student at Bangor University in North Wales, I've always been deeply interested in understanding the complexities of the therapeutic relationship and how various factors contribute to positive outcomes for clients. Throughout my training, I've had the privilege of interacting with clients and observing the therapeutic process firsthand, which has sparked my curiosity about the role of therapist self-disclosure, particularly concerning sexuality in counseling. I have seen how establishing trust and rapport between therapists and clients is essential for effective therapy, and I believe that therapist self-disclosure can play a significant role in this process. My personal experiences and interactions during my training have fueled my interest in exploring this topic further, leading me to undertake this systematic literature review. Today I'm excited to share with you the journey we embarked on to explore this topic, our research methodology, key findings, and implications for clinical practice. Our journey began with a meticulous search strategy aimed at identifying relevant literature on therapist self-disclosure of sexuality. We recognized the importance of casting a wide net to ensure that we captured all pertinent studies on this topic. To achieve this, we conducted searches in primary databases such as APA PsychInfo, APA PsychArticle, Medline, and SynHall. We utilized a combination of search terms like therapist self-disclosure, counselor self-disclosure, and sexuality to ensure that we retrieved studies relevant to our research question. Additionally, we consulted reference lists of relevant articles and reached out to experts in the field to identify any additional studies that may not have been captured in our initial searches. This comprehensive search strategy allowed us to gather a diverse range of literature on therapist self-disclosure of sexuality, providing a solid foundation for our systematic literature review. To ensure the comprehensiveness of our review, we established strict inclusion criteria to guide the selection of studies for analysis. We recognize the importance of selecting studies that met specific criteria to ensure the validity and reliability of our findings. Firstly, we limited our search to qualitative and quantitative research conducted from the 1990s to the present. This time frame allowed us to capture contemporary perspectives on therapist self-disclosure of sexuality, while also ensuring that we included a sufficient number of studies to provide a comprehensive analysis. Additionally, we focused on countries where LGBT status is not criminalized to ensure that we include studies from environments where therapist self-disclosure of sexuality is more likely to occur openly. This criterion was essential for capturing a diverse range of perspectives on this topic. Furthermore, we included studies that examined therapist self-disclosure of sexuality in various therapeutic modalities, including individual, group, and couples therapy. This broad approach allowed us to explore the impact of therapist self-disclosure across different therapeutic contexts, providing a more holistic understanding of its influence on therapy outcomes. Our data analysis involved two main approaches: thematic analysis and meta-analysis. Thematic analysis allowed us to identify recurring themes and patterns in therapist self-disclosure. while meta-analysis enables us to quantitatively assess the impact of therapist self-disclosure on client perceptions of therapist credibility. Thematic analysis, as outlined by Brown and Clark, 2006, involved a systematic process of coding and categorizing qualitative data to identify underlying themes and patterns. This approach allowed us to gain insight into the various strategies and considerations involved in therapist self-disclosure, as well as the reactions and outcomes experienced by clients. For the meta-analysis, we utilize standardized procedures to aggregate quantitative data from multiple studies and calculate effect sizes for key variables. This statistical approach allowed us to synthesize findings from diverse studies and determine the overall impact of therapist self-disclosure on therapy outcomes. Our review consisted of 76 studies spanning from the 1990s to 2023, providing a comprehensive exploration of therapist self-disclosure of sexuality and its influence on therapy outcomes. Today I'll be sharing the key findings from both the thematic analysis and meta-analysis, shedding light on the complex dynamics at play in the therapeutic relationship. These findings have significant implications for both clinical and theoretical frameworks in psychology, as they offer valuable insights into the role of therapist self-disclosure in fostering trust and rapport with clients. One of the key themes that emerged from our thematic analysis was therapist self-disclosure, strategies and considerations. This theme highlights the complex decision-making process that therapists undergo when deciding whether to disclose their sexuality to clients. We found that therapists face a delicate balancing act, weighing the potential benefits of disclosure, such as building trust and rapport, against the risks such as boundary violations and client discomfort. This decision-making process is influenced by various factors, including client readiness, therapeutic context, and cultural sensitivities. Therapists must carefully consider these factors to ensure that disclosure aligns with therapeutic goals and fosters a sense of trust and safety within the therapeutic relationship. Additionally, involving clients in discussions about disclosure allows therapists to honor client preferences and boundaries, ultimately enhancing the therapeutic alliance. Another prominent theme was client reaction and positive outcomes associated with therapist self-disclosure. Our analysis revealed that clients can often respond positively to therapist self-disclosure, feeling validated, empowered, and connected. Clients reported feeling more comfortable and understood when therapists shared personal aspects of their lives, leading to stronger therapeutic alliances and improved therapy outcomes. This validation fosters understanding and trust, ultimately enhancing the therapeutic relationship. The theme of positive client outcomes underscores the transformative potential of therapist self-disclosure in improving client perceptions and therapy results. By fostering a deeper connection and sense of authenticity, therapist self-disclosure can empower clients to engage more fully in the therapeutic process and to achieve meaningful change. The third and final theme was decision-making process and client-centered dynamics, which highlighted the complexities of therapist self-disclosure within therapeutic relationships. Our analysis revealed that therapists navigate disclosure decisions based on various factors, including client traits, goals, and professional duties. Therapists prioritize client autonomy in the disclosure process, involving clients in discussions and respecting their boundaries and preferences. By adopting a client-centered approach, therapists honor client needs and foster trust and collaboration in therapy, ultimately leading to stronger alliances and positive outcomes. This theme emphasizes the importance of collaboration and transparency in the therapeutic relationship as therapists work alongside clients to navigate the complexities of self-disclosure and ensure that therapy remains client-centered and empowering. Now, let's turn our attention to the results of the meta-analysis, which quantitatively assess the impact of therapist self-disclosure on client perceptions of therapist credibility. Our meta-analysis revealed intriguing findings, indicating a statistically significant positive impact of therapist self-disclosure on client perceptions of therapist credibility. However, it is essential to note that we observed varying effect sizes for different dimensions, emphasizing the nuanced nature of therapist self-disclosure and its effect on therapy outcomes. While therapist self-disclosure was associated with higher ratings of therapist credibility overall, the extent of this impact varied depending on the specific dimension being measured. These results underscore the importance of transparency and authenticity in the therapeutic relationship. By openly sharing aspects of the identity, therapists can enhance client perceptions of credibility and trustworthiness, ultimately contributing to more positive therapy outcomes. The findings of our systematic literature review have significant implications for clinical practice and theoretical frameworks in psychology. Therapist self-disclosure can have profound effects on the therapeutic process and client perceptions, highlighting the importance of thoughtful consideration and client-centeredness in disclosure decisions. By integrating our findings from both the thematic analysis and meta-analysis, we gain a comprehensive understanding of therapist self-disclosure's impact on therapy outcomes. These insights can inform therapeutic approaches and counselor training, ultimately improving mental health outcomes for diverse populations. Our study also contributes to the ongoing dialogue surrounding therapist self-disclosure and its role in fostering trust, authenticity, and collaboration in therapy. By addressing the complexities of self-disclosure and highlighting its potential benefits, we can advance our understanding of effective therapeutic practices and promote positive client experiences. Our study, therapist self-disclosure, is not a one-size-fits-all approach, but rather a dynamic process that requires careful consideration of various factors, including therapeutic goals, client preferences, and cultural contexts. Our findings emphasize the importance of adopting a client-centered approach to self-disclosure, wherein therapists prioritize the needs and comfort of the clients while navigating the disclosure process. Our research underscores the need for ongoing training and education for therapists on the topic of self-disclosure. By equipping therapists with the knowledge and skills to navigate disclosure decisions effectively, we can promote ethical practice and enhance the quality of care provided to clients. Therapist self-disclosure of sexuality has a potential to positively influence therapy outcomes by fostering trust, authenticity, and collaboration in the therapeutic relationship. However, it is essential for therapists to approach self-disclosure thoughtfully taking into account the unique needs and preferences of each client. Therefore, systematic literature review sheds light on the multifaceted nature of therapist self-disclosure of sexuality and its influence on therapy outcomes. By addressing the complexities of therapist self-disclosure, we can enhance the effectiveness of therapeutic practices and promote positive client experiences. Moving forward, continued research, training, and dialogue in this field are essential to further our understanding of therapist self-disclosure and its implications for therapy. Before we conclude, it's essential to acknowledge the limitations of our study. While our review provides valuable insights, it's subject to publication bias, methodological challenges, and the predominance of qualitative research. Further research should aim to address these limitations and explore the nuanced dynamics of therapist self-disclosure in greater depth. Before I open the floor for questions and discussion, I would like to express my gratitude to my lecturers and research group, whose contributions made the systematic literature review possible. I would like to thank the organizers for providing this opportunity for us to share our findings with you today. Now that we have come to the end of this presentation, I welcome any questions or comments you have. Let's engage in a meaningful discussion and explore the implications of therapist self-disclosure for therapy outcomes. Thank you for your attention.